Tyrannosaurus Math. Fast write. Take out a piece of paper and write for the next 5 minutes like your pen is on fire. You are going to write about things you do in your everyday life that involve counting. While you are reading, you will pause every 3 pages and turn and talk with your partner. You should talk about anything you can relate to from this passage that you've heard so far. One muggy morning, a dinosaur burst from his shell. "My, what big claws I have," he marveled as he counted his fingers. "And what big toes I've got." He counted those too. Then he added his fingers and toes together, making a number sentence. "Go figure," his mother cried, and she named him Tyrannosaurus Math. Crack, crack, out popped 2 Tyrannosaurus brothers. Crack, 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 out popped 3 Tyrannosaurus sisters. That's me plus 2 plus 3, he thought, and reckoned how many kids there were in his family. By the time he was 1, T-Math could count by 2s. He counted all the footprints of the ornithomimus until they disappeared near the river. T-Math learned his 5s. He learned his 10s. Even before he was old enough to eat them, he counted a whole herd of Triceratops. T-Math became a huge show-off around his family. One afternoon, he gobbled up 263 dragonflies, and his brother gobbled up 259. "Guess who ate the greater number?" he asked. "Oh, what's the difference?" his brother exclaimed. T-Math knew that too, and he checked his answer by adding, just to be sure. Soon, T-Math could get his mouth around small herbivores. One day, he devoured 39 pounds of meat. A few days later, he scarfed down 62 more pounds. "Ma," he yelled, "how much do you think I've eaten lately?" "Enough to make you a colossal genius," his mother said. As the tyrant lizard grew and grew, his math skills became greater and greater. At his full size, nothing was scarier than the sight of T-Math thundering through the forest, chewing on a problem in his head. His mind was as sharp as his teeth, and he totaled them every chance he got. "I got a good one," he announced one day during lunch. "If I ate 3 ankylosaurus with 4 tasty legs each, how many legs would I eat in all?" "We give up," his sister groaned. "How many?" T-Math picked up a stick. "Try drawing a picture." It seemed like nothing could stop that bone-munching, number-crunching Tyrannosaurus Math. When a hurricane struck, he made a pictograph of the leaves torn from the trees. When a meteorite sped toward the earth, he asked himself, sphere or cube, before dashing for safety. And when a volcano launched colorful rocks onto the plain, he arranged them in rows to count them swiftly before the lava caught up to him. Then, one afternoon, as T-Math went hunting with his brother and sister, they spotted 6 hadrosaurs out for a stroll. "Dibs on the 3 big ones," said T-Math's brother. "That's not fair," snapped his sister. "Wait," T-Math said. "We can share them equally. Know how many we'd each get?" "Oh, who cares?" his sister said, stopping away. T-Math called after her. "We can each have a big one and a small one. 2 out of 6 total. That's 1/3 for each of us." At that moment, the earth began to shake. Then it began to rumble. Trees toppled. Boulders tumbled. The ground split open. T-Math and his brother heard a cry. "Help!" They found themselves on one side of a deep canyon while their terrified sister stood on the other. For the first time in his life, T-Math didn't know what to do. He twiddled his claws, he squinted, he thrashed his tail to and fro. Then he asked himself, how far across is this gap? He looked down at his feet. Around 20 of those, he estimated. T-Math counted his footsteps as he walked alongside a fallen tree. "Let's swing this trunk across the gulch," he said to his brother. Together they made a bridge for their sister, and she quickly clambered to safety. "Who knew math could be so useful?" she said. "You'll have to teach us more of your tricks," said his brother. From that day on, it seemed there was no problem that the mega lizard and his family couldn't solve. Well, almost. One evening they tried to count the stars. T-Math's brown brother counted to 50. His sister counted to 100. T-Math counted to 1,000, but there were too many little sparkles scattered across an endless sky. His eyes were getting bleary. There could be 1 billion stars up there, he sighed. Good use of estimation, his mom exclaimed. Group hug. The kids all roared, and they all lived mathematically ever after. After you have completed the entire passage, take out a piece of notebook paper and fold it in half hamburger style. You will label the top half summary and write a short summary, and you will label the bottom half reactions and write all your personal reactions to the passage.